An unprecedented 70 Scotch whisky expressions scored double gold at the 2022 San Francisco World Spirits Competition, SFWSC. 13 whiskies advanced to the various sweeps elimination rounds. Founded in 2000, the SFWSC is the oldest competition in North America and the largest spirits judging in the world. A total of 70 judges from around the world evaluated approximately 5,000 spirits over 2 weeks in April 2022. The competition is organized by the Tasting Alliance, an organization founded by Anthony D'Ishvlu, and in addition to the SFWSC includes spirit competitions in New York and Singapore and wine competitions in San Francisco and New York. In the Distiller's Single Malt No Age Statement category there were 2 finalists, Glen Scotia, Victoriana Cask Strength Single Malt Scotch Whisky, 54.2% ABV, 750 ml and Ardbeg Uigeadail Single Malt Scotch Whisky, 54.2% ABV, 750 ml. Victoriana is a cask-strength whiskey that is crafted to be reminiscent of Scotch whisky during the mid to late 19th century, the reign of Queen Victoria, hence the name. The whiskey is matured in ex-bourbon casks, after which 30% is finished in first fill Pedro Ximénez, PX, sherry casks and 70% is finished in new casks of heavily charred American oak. The expression shows the strong influence exerted by the PX cask maturation. On the nose, there are the dark dried fruit notes of raisin, fig and date, typical of PX cask maturation, along with some cinnamon. It's sweet and smooth on the palate, with dried dark fruits and tropical fruit notes. There are hints of cinnamon, a bit of clove and a persistent pepperiness. The finish is long, with lingering dried dark fruit and tropical fruit notes. Ardbeg Uigeadail exhibits the classic Ardbeg profile of smoky, medicinal and slightly savory notes, accompanied by the dark fruits notes typical of sherry cask maturation. In the case of Uigeadail, the sherry influences are noticeable but subtle, since only a portion of the whiskey in the final blend gets sherry cask maturation. The whiskey is smoky and earthy on the nose. There is dried fruit with a bit of well-seasoned wood on the palate, along with wood spices. The finish is long, sweet and fruity. There were 3 contenders in the best of class Distiller's Single Malt Scotch up to 12 years. Glengarry, Single Malt Scotch Whisky, 12U, 40% ABV, 750 ml is a Highland Scotch produced by the Loch Lomond Distillery in Alexandria in Dunbartonshire. The whiskey is floral and fruity and slightly waxy on the nose. It offers up pronounced tropical fruit notes on the palate, with hints of licorice. The finish is long, sweet and fruity. Lindores, Single Malt Scotch Whisky, 46% ABV, 750 ml is a lowland whisky produced in Fife at the Lindores Distilling Company. Fife is about an hour directly north of Edinburgh. This is one of Scotland's newest distilleries and is named for the Lindores Abbey, the site where, it's believed, malt whisky was first produced in Scotland.